right? Lesson number 19, sorry, lesson number 18, sets. Right. Do you remember from which grade you study about sets? Give me from which grade you studied about sets. In grade 1, 2, 3 classes, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which class? Do you remember?
Seven.
Grade? Which grade?
Seven.
No, grade 6. Why? You studied about selection, no? Grade 6. In grade 6, you studied about selection, right? Selection also the beginning of the sets. Then the correctly you study about sets in grade 7, right? Rasara, can you tell me which points, which theories of set lesson you learn in grade 7? Do you remember?
Venn diagrams.
Venn diagrams. Another two types you, I think, studied. Do you remember? Set notation method, okay? We studied in grade 7. What? Set notation method. Set notation method mean what? Set එකක් ලියන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රම. Right? How we can write the sets. There are three methods you studied. One type is Venn diagram. What are the other types? Do you remember? Surani, what are the other types? How we can describe sets?
Listening elements.
As a list of elements. Other type, can you tell me, Vinya? Do you remember? Don't remember? Okay, I will explain. Gayatri, do you remember? Other type of describing method? As a descriptive method, right? As a description, you can write the set. What is the other one? Descriptive method, okay? As a description. In grade 7, you studied about these three types. Also, another type we are going to study in grade 10. Okay, in grade 10, another type we are going to study. What is this type? That's the fourth type, set builder method. Set builder method. That's the fourth type. That's a new part of our set lesson. Okay, already you studied about these three types, right? Now you write down the point under the main main topic sets. You write down this point. There are four types. There are four types. There are four types. There are four types to represent a set. There are four types to represent a set. There are four types to represent a set. We called them, we called them, we called them, we called them. Different color pen using write down within inverted comma, set notation, set notation. set notation. Right? Okay, set notation. Right, now I'm going to write what are the set notation methods. There are 4 methods, no? What are the 4 methods? First one, you write down descriptive method. First one, descriptive method. Descriptive method. Number 2, as a list of elements. As a list of element. As a list of element. Third one, Venn diagram. Venn diagram. Fourth one, set builder method. Set builder method. Set builder method. Set builder method. Right. Now I explain the first 3 methods, how we can use for the questions. Okay. Right. Look at the examples. The fourth method I will discuss later. I think all of you have the name, no? Right? All of you have a name. Right? Rasara, Surani, Gidmi, Menetma, right? Hiruni, Tisara, like that, no? Also, any set has a name. How we can give the name for a set? You have to use capital English letter. Okay, what are the names of set? Capital A, capital B, capital P, Q, right? Like that. Don't use simple letters. Okay, that's the name of a set. Then also, when you write the descriptive method, then list of element method, you have to use which one? Curly brackets. Right? Also, you have to use curly brackets. That's the method of set notation. Okay. You have to use the curly bracket. Which types? Which set notations? List of elements and descriptive method. Okay. Now I will get the example. You think the set name is capital A. Capital A equal. Look at. Capital A equal the letters of the word, the letters of the word Colombo, right? The letters of the word Colombo. Which method represent this one? Descriptive method, no? As a description. We call this one descriptive method. Okay, right. Now, do you remember how we can write the list of elements? How you can write? Capital A equal, what are the letters of Colombo? C, O, L, O, M, B, O. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters, no? Right? You remember again, revise your knowledge. How we can write the list of element method? There are some rules you have to follow. What are the rules? You have to write any element only one time inside the curly bracket. Also, between two elements, you have to write comma. And also all elements you have to write inside the curly bracket, right? These rules you have to follow, right? So what are the elements? C, O, L. Next letter O. Already we wrote O. Again, you don't write, right? Only one element write only one time. Next one M, D, O. O I wrote early. So what are the elements? C, O, L, M, B. Okay, that's the method list of elements. Then we discuss about what uh, Venn diagram method. How we can draw the Venn diagram? You have to draw the closed plane figure, right? Closed plane figure, rectangle, oval, square, triangle, anyone. Closed plane figure you have to draw. Then you have to write the name. What's the name of the set? Capital A. Inside this closed plane figure, you have to write any element only one time of the set, right? So how many elements you have to write? C, O, L, M, B. 5 elements. C, O, L, M, B. Okay, that's the 3 methods in grade 7 you studied. Okay, do you remember? Right. Quickly write down the example. I think not need to write down the subtopics. No, you write down this example. Right. Also, you remember this one is descriptive method, list of elements, Venn diagram. Right. Quickly, you do. Right. That's the grade 7 knowledge. We studied writing method. There are 3 methods. No, set notation. There are 3 methods we study. Okay. Right. Then another one example I will give. I think all of you finish note down, no? Finish. Okay. Then another example I will do. Right. Next example, write down. Example number 2. Capital P equal. Capital P equal. Integers. Integers between 1 and 10. integers between 1 and 10. You write down the second example, integers between 1 and 10. Right. Tisara, can you tell me which type I wrote this one? Which method I use? Descriptive method, list of element, or Venn diagram? Which type? What is the answer? Who can give the answer? Rasara, can you tell me which type?
Descriptive method.
Descriptive method. Okay. Now I will give the work for you. What? You have to write list of element method and Venn diagram for this one. Right? Quickly you do. So, what's the meaning of integers? Integers mean what? What's the meaning of integers? Who can give the answer? We have to write this one, integers between 1 and 10. Right? Integers mean what? You have to know the idea, no? About the integers. What are the integers? Tenara, can you give the answer? What are the integers? Don't know. But you learn mathematics, no? Who can give the answer? Integers නැතුව කොහොමද mathematics කරන්නේ?
A whole number.
Whole numbers. Whole numbers, it is not the complete answer. Whole numbers, that's the part, one part. How we can give the correct answer for integers? Integers mean what? Negative or positive whole numbers including 0. Right? Negative or positive whole numbers including 0. Some examples I can give for the integers: -5, -10, -100, 0, 31, 25, right? 100,000. That's the examples for integers. So you remember what's the meaning of integers? Negative or positive whole numbers including 0. Right? Negative or positive whole numbers including 0. I think you know in mathematics, there are a lot of symbols we have to use. Right? The one symbol, I think you learn in grade 9, when you find the perimeter and area of a triangle, of a circle. Gayatri, what is the formula of circumference of the circle?
Pi r square.
Pi r square. Okay. What is the formula of area of the circle?
Pi r square.
Same one, no? දෙකටම එකම දෙන්නේ නෑ. මොනවාද? Circumference C equal to 5r. Area equal pi r square. So we use the symbol phi. Right? අපි මේ වගේ නේද symbols ගන්නවනේ එක එක ඒවට නේද? So you remember we have to use in set builder method these symbols for these integers. How we write the symbol, using the symbol, how we can write the integers. Carefully look at this screen. That's the symbol of integers. What is this? Like I said letter, no? But not the Z letter. Also, you have to write like this line, right? This line, if you want, you can draw here, right? මෙහෙම ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්, එහෙම නැත්නම් මෙහෙම ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. What is the symbol? Integers, right? ඔන්න හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න අපි integers කොහොමද represent කරන්න කියන එක. හරිද? මෙන්න මේක තමයි integers represent කරන symbol එක. Right? Right. Now I will write another one. This one, look at. What is this? Can you understand this one? This symbol we represent integers, no? This portion we write plus sign. What is the mean? Positive integers, right? Okay, positive integers. Also negative integers we can write like this. That's a negative integers. හරිනේ එහෙනම් ඔන්න ඔය ටිකත් ඔලුවට අරගෙන තියාගන්න මොකද අපි set builder method එකේදී මේවා symbols use කරන්නත් වෙනවා, right? So you remember what's the meaning of integers? Positive or negative whole numbers including 0. Okay, right. Now what is the question? You have to write this one using the which method? List of elements, right? What are the elements of this one? Integers between 1 and 10. Between 1 and 10. So 1 and 10 belong or not belong for this set? Between 1 and 10 not belong, no? What are the elements? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's the elements of the set. Integers between 1 and 10. Right. Next one, you have to draw the Venn diagram. The set name is capital P. Also, you have to write the elements 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the Venn diagram. Right? Any position you can write the elements of inside the Venn diagram. Okay, no problem. Right. Now you check your answers, correct or incorrect. Right. That's the grade 7 knowledge. Okay. Right. Then in grade 8, you studied about some types of symbols. Right. Some types of symbols in grade 8 you studied related to the sets. Right. Do you remember this one? What's the meaning of this one? Simple N bracket capital P. මොකද්ද මෙහෙම ලියන එකෙන් කරන්නේ අපි? Who can give the answer? What's the meaning of NP? Also we can write NA, NB. මොනවද මේ ලියන්නේ? Right? You remember what? Number of elements. Right? How many elements contain of this set? Right? Any needed points you can note down. Okay, I will not give the note. Why? This one is previous grades part. Okay, so if you want anything, you can note down quickly. Right? NP mean what? Number of elements of set P. Right, now look at, that's the set P. How many elements inside this set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So NP equal 8. Right? NP equal 8. Quickly write down also these notations, no? මේ symbols ගැන idea එකක් ගන්න. මොකද දැන් අපිට මේවත් අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා ඉදිරියට යනකොට. ඒකින්ද මේවත් ඉක්මනට note කරගන්න. Right. Do you remember previously I gave the first example, the letters of the word Colombo, right? What is the set name? Capital A, no? Can you tell me NA? NA, you count how many elements of set A? Previously you did that one, no? බලන්න කීයක් තියෙනවද කියලා. What is the answer? NA equal 5. No, there are 5 elements, no? NA equal 5. Okay, right. That's the one, another one point you study in previous grades. හරි, දැන් මේ ඔක්කොම ඕන අපිට මේ grade 11 යනකොට ඒකයි මම මේ ටික ආයෙත් මතක් කරන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඉක්මනට. Right. Then another symbol you learn in grade 8. What is that symbol? This one. Do you remember this symbol? What is this? Like E, no? මොකද්ද මේ? මේකෙන් මොකද කියන්නේ? Right? What? This one mean belongs. Right? Belongs. Belongs mean what? අයත් වෙනවා. නේද? Right? How we can use this one? You look at what is the set name P. 6 is an element of P. 6 belongs to P. So you can write like this: 6 belongs to P. Right? 6 belongs to P. The set name you have to write right hand direction, element you have to write left hand direction of this symbol. Okay? Also I can write this one. What is the next? Also we can write this one. 8 belongs to P. Right? 8 belongs to P. 10 belongs to P. Is it correct or incorrect? 10 belongs to P. හරිද වැරදිද? වැරදිනේ, මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙනවද 10 එකක් නේද? It is wrong. How you can write it? Not belongs. Right? Not belongs. හරි පැහැදිලි නේද? එහෙනම් ඔන්න තව symbols දෙකක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉගෙන ගත්ත. Belongs and not belongs. Okay? Also I can use this one. 1 not belongs to P. Right? Okay? If you want, you can note down quickly. That's the another part we studied in grade 8. Right? Grade 8. Right, now I revise the beginning of the sets lesson knowledge. Okay, first we discuss what are the set notation methods. Also we discuss what are the symbols you learned in previous grades. Right, needed parts I will revise. Right, now I am going to do other set notation method. What is the other one? Fourth one, set builder method, right? It is the new theory in grade 10, right? You write down the subtopic. Previous knowledge I will revise again, okay? තව මොන හරි අවශ්‍ය වුණොත් මම ඒ ටික ආයෙත් මතක් කරන්නම් මේකෙන් පස්සේ. You write down set builder method as a subtopic. As a subtopic you can write down this one, set builder method. Set builder method. That's another set notation method, okay? Set builder method. Right. Now I will do few examples. Carefully look at the screen. Now I will write the description of a set. Capital A equal this one I will write -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I wrote as a list of elements. Right, quickly write down this one. Capital A equal, within curly bracket write down these elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 elements. Right. Now can you understand which name you can give for these elements? මොන නමද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේකට දෙන්න පුළුවන්? අපේ maths වල තියෙනවනේ numbers ටිකක්. Right? Which name you can give? Give me. Can you tell?
Integers.
Integers. Right? Integers. That's the integers, no? මේකටත් අවශ්‍ය වෙන ඉඳ තමයි මම අර symbols එහෙම මතක් කරේ කලින්. Integers mean what? Including 0, all positive and negative whole numbers, right? Also including 0, right? So we can give the common name for this one. Which type? Integers, right? Now look at how we write the set builder method, right? This one, how we write the set builder method for this list of elements method. හරි ඔන්න හොඳට බලාගන්න set builder method එක කොහොමද අපි ලියන්නේ කියලා. First you have to write the name of the set. What is the name? Capital A. Then within curly bracket you have to write like this. We have to take common element, right? මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙන මොකක් හරි common element එකක් මම ගන්නවා. How you can take the common element? X. හරි x කියලා මම common element එකක් ගන්නවා. X. X can be -2, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4. හරි ඔය ඕන එකක් x වලට ගන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙනවා. හරි common element එකක් ගත්තා. Then you have to explain, right? What is the feature of x? මේ අපි ගත්ත common element එකේ මොන වගේ ගුණාංගද තියෙන්න ඕන කියලා අපි පොඩ්ඩක් explain කරනවා. How you can explain? You have to write like this dots, right? අර dots දෙකක් තියලා මම මේක explain කරනවා. X කියන්නේ මොන වගේ එකක්ද? Integers. So I can use the symbols. How you can use? X belongs to integers. හරි x කියන element එක integers වල set එකේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන එකක්. right? මේ දෙක මම මතක් කරා කලින්. X belongs to integer. එහෙම කිව්වොත් හරිද? එතකොට මේ ටික විතර දෙන්නේ නෑ. තව කොච්චර එන්න පුළුවන්ද නේද? right? 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Uncountable numbers you can write. Also this side -4, -5, -6, -7, uncountable now numbers you can write. එහෙනම් එහෙම ලියලත් බෑ. එහෙනම් මොකද කරන්න ඕන? comma we have to give the range for the x. x වලට සීමාවක් දෙන්න ඕන. නේද? මේ අතර තමයි මේක තියෙන්නේ. Look at x. How you can write using the inequality sign? කාට වඩා වැඩිද? -3, right? X greater than or equal -3, right? Sometimes can be equal -3, then -3 belongs, or greater than -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 ඔහොම ඕන තරම් ලියන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් නවත්තන්න ඕන තැනකින් නේද? Right? How you can use that one? Also x less than or equal 4. Right? So I can wrote the set builder method. That's the set builder method for this example. Also, if you want, you can write this one. Capital A equal, we have to take the common element x, then we describe the features of x. X belongs to integers. X greater than, හරි මෙයාට වඩා වැඩි. කාටද වඩා වැඩි? -4 වලට වඩා වැඩි. So you can write here x greater than -4. Right? Then not need to write equal sign. හරි මෙයාට වඩා වැඩි කිව්වම -4 අයිති වෙන්නේ නැහැ. කාගෙන්ද පටන් ගන්නෙ? -3 වලින් ඉඳන් තමයි start වෙන්නේ. Also you can write greater than 5. Right? Any method you can use, no problem. අර ඒකට ගැලපෙන විදියට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ range එක හදා ගන්නයි තියෙන්නේ. Can you understand the set builder method? පැහැදිලිද? මේ integers වලට තමයි මේ වගේ අර set letter එකක් තියෙන්නේ. අනිත් ඒවට නැහැ. Counting numbers ඒවට නැහැ මොකුත්. දැනට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මතක තියාගන්න මේ integers කියන symbol එක. හරි? අපිට මෙහෙම ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Who can understand using this example? This one, another examples I will do. Hands up. Who can understand this method? Set builder method. If you can understand, you use the raise hand option. Okay. Right. Okay. Now hands down. Right. Quickly write down this one. That's the set builder method. That's the example. This one is the example. That's the set builder method. If you want, you can write like this. If you want, you can write like this. This one also I include equal sign. This one without equal sign, I wrote the inequality. Right. Quickly write down. Kiruni, what is the sign of 0? What is the sign of 0? Positive or negative? It's a big problem, no? We have to find 0 is positive or negative. What is the sign? Who can give the answer? Who can give? Not need to say the name, no? If you know, if you can give the answer, you can give. What's the answer?
No sign.
No sign. 0 has no sign. Why? 0 lies between negative and positive numbers. Okay? Hari මැද තියෙන කෙනෙක් තමයි 0 කියන්නේ. So there is no sign for 0. Right. Now another example I will give. Look at the next example. Capital P equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? That's the next example. I wrote the set notation method list of element. You have to write what? You have to write set builder method. Okay, you try to write the answer set builder method for this one. The common element not only x you can get. Okay, if you want y, n, any simple letters you can get. හරි x විතරක් නෙවෙයි නේ දැන් එපාර බලાવી x විතරද කියලා නේද නෑ ඕන එකක් පුළුවන් හරි but you use simple letters unknown. Right, I finished. Did you write the answer set builder method? I will start. Okay, first you have write what the name of the set. What's the name? Capital P. Then you have to put the bracket. Right, then what is the next step? You have to take the common element of this set. හරි මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙන මොකක් හරි common element එකක් ගන්නවා. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? How we can get x or y or simple any letter. I will take x. Then I will describe the x. Which type of numbers I wrote? Which type? What are the numbers? Integers?
Whole numbers.
Whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers. It is also correct answer, not problem. Using the symbols, I can give what? Positive integers, no? Positive integers, right? How you can write? X belongs to positive integers, right? X belongs to positive integers. Also, we have to write the limit. හරි දැන් positive integers කිව්වොත් මොනවා ගේවද අයිති වෙන්නේ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 infinite numbers. හරි එහෙනම් කොහොමද අපිට මේක ලියන්න පුළුවන් ලිමිට් එකක් දාන්න ඕන x මෙහෙම ඕනද x greater than or equal 1 එහෙම නැත්නම් x greater than 0. ඔහොම ලියන්න ඕනද? positive integers කිව්වහම 1 2 3 1 වල ඉඳලා තමයි එන්නේ නේද? එහෙනම් මෙහෙම ලියන්න අවශ්‍යතාවයක් නැහැ නේ. ලිව්වා කියලා වැරදි නෑ. හරි ඒ ගැලපෙන විදිහට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඒක හදා ගන්න ඕන. හරිද? හරි ඒක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට බාර දෙයක්. ගැලපෙන විදිහට හදා ගන්න ඕන. මේකට අයිති වෙන ඒවා විතරක් බලන්න. I can write x less than 8. Positive integers also x less than 8. Then the x can be 1 to 7 numbers. Right? From 1 to 7. If you want, you can write equal 7. හරි අවශ්‍ය නම් මෙතන මේ equal sign එක නොදා 8 කියලා ලියන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් පුළුවන් equal sign එක දාලා 7 කියලා ලියන්න. හරි ගැටලුවක් නැහැ කොහොම ලිව්වත්. කොහොම හරි අර ඇතුලේ තියෙන elements ටික එන විදිහට තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක හදා ගන්න තියෙන්නේ. right? If you want, you can write like this, no problem. Okay, it is correct. If you want, you can write p equal x. X belongs to integers. Integers mean positive or negative whole numbers including 0. Then I can give the limit x greater than 0, less than 8. Right? මෙහෙම කිව්වත් මේ තියෙන ටික තමයි එතනට අයිති වෙන්නේ. හරිද? එන අර ස්පෙෂල් මෙතඩ් එකක් නැහැ. මේක අර හරියට තේරුම් ගන්න ඕගොල්ලෝ කොහොමද අපි මේ බිල්ඩර් එකක් හදාගන්නේ. හරිද? බිල්ඩර් මෙතඩ් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක අයිඩියා එක ගන්න. හරි කොහොමද අපි ලියන්නේ? We have to take the common element, then we have to explain the common element, right? How about this one? Right. Another example I will do. Next example. Q equal 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. Right? Q equal 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. Right. Now, I will write down the set builder method, right? How you can write capital Q equal curly bracket. Now we have to take the common element, okay? Common element of this set. I can take x. Then I will describe x. What is the type of elements? Which type?
Square numbers.
Square numbers, no? Right. There is no symbol for square numbers in our grade. If you want, you can write the square numbers like this. I think previous grades you remember this one, no? Square numbers, n square, common general term. But you can write in word form this one. X is a square number. Right? If you write this one, square numbers, infinite, no? ඕන තරම් තියෙන square numbers. So you have to give the limit. What's the limit? කොහොමද වෙන්න ඕන? X. How? කොහොමද වෙන්න ඕන x කියන එක? X මේ 4 කියන එක අයිති වෙන විදියටයි ලියන්න ඕන. හරි? ඒක ඇතුළත් වෙන විදියට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොමද ලියන්න පුළුවන්? X greater than 3. X greater than 2, x greater than 1, x greater than 0, we can't write. Why? X greater than 0, if you write x greater than 0, also 1 is the element of this set, no? එහෙනම් ඒක නැහැනේ මෙතන. එහෙනම් 1 කියන එක අහුවෙන්නේ නැති විදිහට තමයි අපි මේක ලියන්න ඕන. Right? Okay? Right. Then this one, which number you can write? What is suitable number? Can you tell? ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ ඊළඟ square number එක මේකට අයිති නොවන විදියට ලියන්න ඕන. What is the next square number? 49 no? 36 49. එහෙනම් 49 ඇතුළත් නොවන විදියට මේක ලියන්න ඕන. එහෙනම් මොනවද ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලියන්න පුළුවන්? 37 38 39 up to 49 වෙනකන් ලියන්න පුළුවන්. නේද? ඒක ඔච්චර ලිව්වත් 49 ඇතුළත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි? එහෙනම් මෙතනට මට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Simply I will write 37. Right? If you want, you can write like this: equal sign with equal sign 436. මෙහෙම ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. එතකොටත් 436 දෙක include වෙනවා ඒකට. Right? Okay. Right. Now you note down quickly that one. Right. Now, can you tell me, you hands up using the raise hand option. Are you clear about set builder method? Set builder method. Who are clear? Right. Okay. Hands down. Right. Now I'm going to the next part of our lesson, regions in a Venn diagram. Right. You write down the subtopic, regions in a Venn diagram. Regions in a Venn diagram. Regions in a Venn diagram. Right? Regions in a Venn diagram. Right. Can you give the answer for this one? Menetma, what is this? What is this? It is tree. When we see the using a plane mirror, we can see like this, no? Tree. Right, not tree. What is this? That's a symbol, right? We call this one what? Universal set, right? What's the symbol of this one? Universal set. What's the meaning of universal set? You think this one? You think your school, right? I will take the some sets. Capital A, grade 10 students. Capital B, grade 11 students. Capital C, grade 9 students. Right? I can write the larger set than such as include this all sets. Right? මේ ඔක්කොම sets ටික include වෙන විදියට මට තව ලොකු set එකක් ලියන්න පුළුවන්. What is the set? I can write students of your school name, I don't know, ABC school. Right? Students of ABC school. Right? ABC කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ ඉස්කෝලේ නම කියලා හිතන්න. හරිද? එතකොට අපිට පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ විදියට ලොකු set එකක් කියන්න. Right? If you write this set also belong grade 10 students, also belongs grade 11 students, also belongs grade 9 students. This large set we called what? Universal set. හරි අර ලියන්න පුළුවන් ලොකුම සෙට් එකට කියනවා universal set. හරිනේ එහෙනම් universal set කියන්නේ ඕක. Right? The small sets called what? Subsets. Right? There are three subsets, no? This one is a subset. This one another subset. This one another subset. There are three subsets include this universal set. Okay, can you understand what's the meaning of universal set and what's the meaning of subsets? Right. Now you write down the subtopic. I think you write down previously subtopic. No, what's the subtopic? Regions in the Venn diagram. Right. Then you write down number 1 with different color pen using write down number 1. Universal set. Universal set. Universal set. Also within bracket, you write down the symbol of universal set. That's a symbol. Right, that's the symbol of universal set. Right, now we have to study how we draw the Venn diagram for the given sets, no? Right, also I think you remember I think you remember in grade 9 also you study this one. Do you remember? මතකද? grade 9 එකේදී පොඩි පොඩි දේවල් ටිකක් කරා අපි. right. ඔන්න අමතක නම් අපි ඒක ආයෙත් මතක් කරගමු. right. If you want to represent the universal set using the Venn diagram, you have to draw the rectangular shape. right, ඔයගොල්ලෝ universal set එකක් represent කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නම් මොකක්ද අපි කරන්න ඕන? rectangular shape එකකින් තමයි ඒක represent කරන්නේ. okay, like this. Also you have to write the symbol of universal set on this bounded line. right, normally we can write like this. හරි, ඒ bounded line එක උඩ අපි symbol එක ලියන්න ඕන. ඒතර මෙහෙම ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැක්කොත් මේ මොකද්ද මේ? Universal set. right, that's a universal set representing method using the Venn diagram. right, now you write down the description under the point universal set. In Venn diagrams, in Venn diagrams, comma, the universal set is represented by a rectangle, full stop. Now you draw this diagram for that one. right, when you draw the rectangle you have to use the ruler, no? Right? We can't draw correctly using the free hand. Okay, that's a representative method of universal set using the Venn diagram. Rectangular shape you have to draw, right? Then you write down the next subtopic, not subtopic, no, next point or next number with different color pen. Subsets, subsets, right? Subsets. Subsets mean what? The sets which are inside the universal set. Right? අර universal set එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන ඒවට කියනවා අපි subsets කියලා. You remember, if you want to represent the subsets, you have to use circular shape or ellipse shape. Right? එක්ක circular එකක් එහෙම නැත්නම් ellipse එකක්. ඒ කියන්නේ circular කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ compasses අරගෙන හරියට diameters අරගෙන නේද radius අරගෙන එහෙම අඳින්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Right? You can use freehand like that shape. That's the subsets. Also, you have to write the name like this. Right? Like this. Capital A. Capital B. Capital P. Right? දීපු නම ලියන්න ඕනේ ඒකේ. Right? So you remember, you can't draw the subsets like this. Okay? මෙහෙම අඳින්නේ අපි subsets. හරිද? අරක කැතයි නේද කියලා මෙහෙම අඳින්නේ නැහැ. ඊට පස්සේ අපි මෙහෙම අඳිනවා නේද? pentagon shapes. ඒව බෑ. Right? You don't use. How we can represent the subsets? You have to draw circular shape or ellipse shape. හරි? ඉතින් ඕගොල්ලෝ අඳිනකොට circle නෙවෙයි ellipse තමයි ඇඳෙන්නේ නේද? අතින් අඳිනකොට circle අඳින්න නම් අපිට හරියටම compasses use කරන්න වෙනවා. හරි? එහෙනම් compasses use කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. You can draw the freehand. Okay, right. Now you can write down this one. The subset of the universal set, the subset of the universal set the subset of the universal set, the subset of the universal set are represented by a circular or ellipse shape. A circular or ellipse shape. A circular or ellipse shape. Right? Ellipse mean, I think you know. දන්නවනේ නේද ellipse කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා? Right? Like that, no? මෙච්චර ඉතින් මෙහෙම කරන්නේ නැහැ අපි හරිද? ellipse shape එක මේ විදිහට. Right? Like that. Right. Okay, now you can draw the representing method of subset. Right? Representing method of subset. Right. Then I am going to another part. You write down the next subtopic. Write down like this: one subset, one subset, one subset, representing one subset, representing in the universal set, in the universal set, one subset representing in the universal set. Right. Now carefully look at, okay, how we can represent subset in a universal set. කොහොමද subset එක universal set එක represent කරන්නේ? How we represent the universal set? Like this, no? Also we have to write the symbol on this line. Then subset, you have to use circular shape or ellipse shape inside the rectangle. Also you have to write the name. Okay, that's the representing method. Subset in a universal set. හරි කොහොමද කියලා මතකයි නේද? ඔන්න එනම් හරියට මතක තියාගන්න. Grade 9 also you study about this one. Right, quickly write down, draw this one. Right, that's the representing method, a subset inside the universal set. Prasara, can you tell me how many subsets can we draw inside the universal set? How many subsets we can draw?
2.
Only 2. Now you think like this. In your school, that's a school, okay? That's your school. In your school has, we can think there are 11 classes. So how many subsets? There are 11 subsets, no? Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like that, no? Some schools have the parallel classes. Grade 11, there are 6 classes. Grade 10, there are 6 classes, like that. So, how many subsets? Over 50, no? 60, right? Like that. So, how many subsets you can draw inside the universal set? Uncountable. But in our syllabus, the maximum we can draw only 3. Right? In grade 10, we draw only 2 subsets. In grade 11, we have to use 3 subsets. හරි පැහැදිලි නේද? ඒතර අපේ syllabus එකේ maximum 3ක් තමයි subsets represent කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. Right? 10 එකේදී 2යි, 11 එකේදී 3ක් වෙනකන් යනවා. Subsets. Okay? Right. Now you think there are two subsets A and B, right? There are two subsets A and B. We have to represent these two subsets in the universal set, right? How we can represent that one? අපිට මේ subsets දෙක universal set එකක් ඇතුලේ represent කරන්න දෙනවා. හරිද? එතකොට කොහොමද අපිට represent කරන්න පුළුවන්? There are two methods. What are the two methods? That's the one method. This one is universal set. You think this one is the set A. This one is the set B. Right? That's the one method. Okay. Other method, what? That's the other method. Right? පැහැදිලිද? එහෙනම් ඔන්න ඔය methods දෙකට අපිට sets දෙකක්, subsets දෙකක් universal set එකක් ඇතුලේ represent කරන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙනවා. Right? We call this type of sets, what's the special name? Disjoint sets. Also we called it null set. Right? අර ඒ දෙකට common region එකක් නැත්නම් intersect වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි ඒවට කියනවා මොනවා කියලාද? disjoint set. එහෙම නැත්නම් කියනවා null set. Okay, disjoint or null set. Hiruli, do you remember the symbol of null set? Don't remember, no? You received the promotion from grade 7 to 10. No? Neither promotion එකක් හම්බුණා නේද? 8 9 හිටියේ නෑ. Right. කාටද මතක null set? මතකද null set? How we can write the null set? කොහොමද ලියන්නේ? There are two symbols. What are the two symbols? You think capital A is null set? Null set mean what? There are no elements. Right? There are no elements. Right? So this one is not the null set. It is disjoint set. There are not elements. Right? I can give the example. Look at this one. Capital A equal whole numbers between 1 and 2. Right? Capital A equal whole numbers between 1 and 2. එකක් දෙකක් අතර whole numbers තියනවාද? There are no elements, no? So it is a null set. Right? There are no elements for the set. We call like that sets null set. How you can represent null set? Like this. Within curly bracket, you have you don't write any elements. That's the one method. And other method, what? Capital A equal this one. That's the symbol of null set. Okay? Null set. If you want, you can note down any position. Okay? On a null set කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එකත් ඒ වගේ symbols මොනවද කියන එකත් පොඩ්ඩක් මතක් කරලා තියාගන්න. Right? Right. Now I said there are two elements. Sorry, there are two subsets A and B. Then how we can draw the Venn diagram? You can draw like this. We call this one disjoint sets, and like this, right? As intersect. හරි මෙන්න මේ ක්‍රම දෙකට අපිට පුළුවන් sets දෙකක් represent කරන්න. Okay? Right. Now you write down the next point of your book. If there are two subsets A and B, if there are two subsets A and B, right? අර කලින් ලියපු විදිහටම මේකත් ඒ විදිහට ලියන්න. කලින් අපි subset එකක් යන්නනේ නේද? මේකත් ලියන්න ආයි point එකක් දාලා. If there are two subsets A and B, Then you draw these two figures. How we can draw the figures? Okay, Venn diagrams. Pissarro as the symbol of disjoint sets. You think the capital A is disjoint set, not symbol, right? Disjoint set වලට symbols නැහැ. null set එකට තමයි symbol තියෙන්නේ, right? අපි බලමු disjoint කියන්නේ තව මොකක්ද කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේකට common region එකක් නැහැ කියන එක disjoint. null set symbol what? Capital A equal this one, or capital A equal this one, right? That's a symbol for the null set. Disjoint කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? අර A දෙක intersect වෙලා නැහැ කියන එක නේද? Disjoint join වෙලා නැහැ, right? Disjoint, there is no common region, right? Null set mean if a set have no element, right? If a set has no element, we called it null set. Example, the whole numbers between 5 and 6, right? There are no elements, no, right? Like that. Right. Okay. I think you can understand these two. Then I'm going to discuss another part. Do you remember this one? What is this? What is this? Capital A නේද? A ලියලා මට අර ඉරි කැලලකුත් වැදිලා තියෙනවා නේද? Right? What is this? A dash. Right? How we pronounce this one? A dash. What's the meaning of A dash? A dash mean what? Complement of A. Right? Complement of A. A dash mean what? Complement of A. Right? Also you note down that one. Okay, what's the meaning of A dash? Surani, what's the meaning of B dash?
Complement of B.
Complement of B, right? Dash mean what? Complement, right? Dash mean complement. B dash mean complement of B. Complement mean what? Not belongs to, right? A dash mean complement of A. What's the meaning of complement of A? Not belongs to A, but belongs to universal set. හරි? A කියන set එකට අයිති නැහැ. හැබැයි universal set එකට අයිති වෙනවා. right? That's the meaning of complement. Right. Now I'm going to do 4 examples for the region shading method. Right. Another examples we have to do later. We can do that one. Now you write down. You write down as a question. You write down. Shade the following regions. Shade the following regions. Shade the following regions. Shade the following regions using a suitable Venn diagram. Using a suitable Venn diagram. Using a suitable Venn diagram. Right. First one, A. First one, A. Right. You write down number 1, A. Right. Now look at how we can shade the region using the Venn diagram. A mean what? Subset, no? A කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Subset එකක්. So first you have to draw what? Universal set. Then inside the universal set you have to draw the subset A. Right? What's the meaning of A? A කියන්නේ මොකක්ද එතකොට? The first letter of the English alphabet, no? A. Yes. ඒක තමයි. මෙතනදී මොකක්ද A කියන්නේ? Belongs to A. හරි? A කියන එකේ meaning එක මොකක්ද? Belongs to A. So what is the region? That's the region. Right? You have to shade inside the set A. හරි? ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් B කියලා දුන්නොත් මොකද කරන්න ඕන? මෙහෙම B කියලා එකක් මාක් කරා ඒක ඇතුළ shade කරනවා. Right? Okay. Quickly you draw and shade. Number 2, A dash. Number 2, A dash. Right? How we can represent the A dash region? How we can shade like this, no? First you have to draw the universal set. Then inside the universal set, you have to draw the set A. Right? A dash mean what? Complement of A, not belongs to A. A ට අයිති නැති. හරි? එහෙනම් මෙන්න බලන්න. A ට අයිති කියන්නේ මේක ඇතුළනේ. Right? Not belongs to A mean what? The outer side of the A, but inside the universal set. So what is the region? This region. That's the A dash. Okay, that's the A dash. Right. Then another 2 figures I will draw. Third one and fourth one. Before it, do you remember these 2 symbols? In grade 9, I think you studied. These 2 symbols you remember. This one and this one. Do you remember? What are the names? This one. Hari ara u අකුරු උඩ පැත්තට ලිව්වහම නේද? u අකුරු අනිත් පැත්ත හරවලා ලිව්වහම ඒකට අපි කියන්නේ මොනවද? intersection, right? Intersection. Yeah, I can write. I think you draw this one, no? I will clean it. What are the two symbols? What are the two symbols? This one, intersection. This one, union. Right? Intersection and union. Okay? අර u අකුර වගේ තියෙන එක union. ලේසියෙන්ම මතක තියන්න නේද? u අකුර වගේ තියෙන එක union. u එක අනිත් පැත්ත ගැව්වම intersection. Intersection mean what? Common region. Right? Intersection mean what? Common region. Right? Intersection mean common region. Union mean all part. Right? Union mean all part. What's the meaning of all part? Right. Now I will take the two examples. Look at the third one. We have to shade A intersection B. Right? A intersection B. දැන් බලන්න intersection කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? common නේ. එහෙනම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ කොහොමද sets දෙක අඳින්න ඕන? join වෙන විදියට නේද? intersect වෙන විදියට. So you have to draw like this. That's the universal set. That's the set A. That's the set B. Intersection mean what? Common region. What's a common region? This region, no? Right? That's the A intersection B. Common region. Common for A and B. දෙන්නටම අයිති region එක. Right? Okay. Quickly you write down. If you want, also you can note down these two symbols. Right. Then I am going to do fourth one. A union B. Right? A union B. Union mean what? All the region. Right? A union B mean what? A or B. Right? A වල තියන්නත් පුළුවන්, B වල තියන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් මේ දෙන්නගෙම තියන්නත් පුළුවන්. So how you can draw all regions of A and B? හරි A B වල ඕනම තැනක තියෙන හැම එලිමන්ට් එකම එන්න ඕන. So that's the A. That's the B. That's the A union B. Right? A union B. Right. I think today I'm not going to do the remaining part of shading. Next day you have to study A intersection, A dash intersection B, A union B dash, right? A union B dash, like that. A lot of things we have to study. Okay, how we can shade. Like art class, you can draw the figures. Okay, next week. Today also same, no? Like art class. Right. Are you finished this one?
No.
Right. Can you hands up? Can you understand? Who can understand from beginning to this position of sets? Beginning mean අපි පටන් ගත්ත තැන ඉඳලා හරිද? අද sets පටන් ගත්ත තැන ඉඳලා මේ දක්වා. Clear ද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට? ඔයගොල්ලන් hands up කරන්න. Right. Okay. Now hands down. This lesson is very important your O level examination. ආයිත් අපිට grade 11 එකේදී හම්බ වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම තව ලකුණු 10ක ප්‍රශ්නයක් තමයි මේක O level වලට එන. ඊට අමතරව තව ලකුණු දෙකක් විතර first paper එකටත් එනවා. හරි. ඒ කියන්නේ 12 marks විතර අපිට මේකෙන් collect කරගන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් මේ අවුරුද්දෙම වගේ ලියන්න පුළුවන් නේද? ගොඩක් ඒවා දැන් කිව්වනේ අපි 10 marks questions නේද? Yes. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ අවුරුද්දේ ඔයගොල්ලන් 60% විතර cover වෙනවා. හරි. next year එක නොකරත් මේ අවුරුද්දේ ලිව්වත් 100කට වගේ යන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ටික හරියට කරන්න ඕන. Right. I think do you remember maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago I gave you the term test paper, no? Second part, do you remember? The second, no, the first part, I think. Right, look at this question. This one related to the sets lesson, okay? මතකයි නේද මේ question එක තියුණා ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලිව්වා. Right. ඔන්න මම දැන් ඒක ගන්නවා. Right. Look at this one. If there are three sets given, no? Universal set given, capital A given, capital B given. Right. Quickly you write down these three sets of your book. මේ ටික මෙහෙමම ලියන්නකෝ. Universal set equal within curly bracket these elements. Capital A equal these elements and capital B equal these elements. Right, okay. Now look at the first question for part 1. You have to write the elements of A intersection B. Right, A intersection B. What's the meaning of intersection? Intersection means common elements, no? Common elements for set A and B. Right, what are the common elements of these two sets? මේ දෙකේම තියෙන ඒවා බලන්න මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා. What are the elements? 4, 7. Right? So what are the elements? 4 and 7. So the first one answer within curly bracket you have to write 4, 7. Right? Intersection mean what? Common region, no? හරි ඒ දෙකටම common ඒවා තමයි අපි එහෙනම් එතනදී ලියන්න ඕන. Second part, look at A union B. What's the meaning of union? Union mean all elements of A and B. හරි A B වල ඕනම තැනක තියෙන ඕනම element එකකට අපි කියනවා union කියලා. What are the elements? First I can write the elements of A 2, 4, 6, 7. Then we have to write elements of B 1, 4. 4 already we wrote, no? Again don't write. 7 also we noted. 9, 10 we have to write. 9, 10. That's the union. Right? Right? Are you clear? In grade 9 also you studied this part. Again I will revise that, okay? This part also we have to use in our grade 10. That's the reason. Right. A dash mean what? Not belongs to A but belongs to universal set. right? Universal set එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන හැබැයි A ගෙන් පිට තියෙන ඒවා. What are the elements? Inside the A, 2, 4, 6, 7. So you don't write 2, 4, 6, 7. Other elements, all other elements you have to write. Right? What are the other elements? 1 to 10, no? එහෙනම් 1 to 10 කියලා ඔක්කොම elements තියෙනවා. අපි මේ ටික ලියන්නේ නැතුව ඉතිරි ඒවා ලියනවා මොනවාද? 2, 4, 6, 7 you don't write. Other elements. What are the other elements? 1, 2 you don't write. 3, 2, 3. Sorry, 2 don't write. 4 don't write. 5 you have to write. 6, 7 don't write. 8, 9, 10. හරිද? ඒකේ ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා මෙන්න මේ elements 4. එහෙනම් ඒවකින් පිට තියෙන්නේ මොනවද? තව elements 6ක් තියෙනවා. මොනවද? 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10. Right? That's the A dash elements. Next one, B dash. Can you write the elements of B dash? Right? What are the elements? The inside the B, 1, 4, 7, 9, 10. There are 5 elements. No, other 5 elements you have to write. Right? Outside the A. What are the other 5? 1 already include here. 2, 3. 4 don't write. 5, 6 we have to write. 7 don't write. 8 we have to write. 10, 9, 10 don't write. So what are the elements? 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. Right? Okay. That's the answers. No. Another part remaining. What is this? තව එකක් තියෙනවා. එකක් බලමු. You have to draw the Venn diagram for this question. Look at. That's the part 5. Represent the above information in a Venn diagram. Right? You have to draw the Venn diagram. Right? How many sets? Subsets. 2 subsets. No? So how you can draw like this? That's a universal set. That's the set A. That's the set B. Right? Okay. Now first I will mark the common region elements. What are the common elements? 4, 7. So this region you can write 4 and 7. Right? Okay. 4 and 7. Then what are the other elements inside A? 2, 4, 6, 7. No? 2, 4 we wrote. 6, 7 also wrote. Right? Now look at this A circle. All elements 2, 4, 6, 7 I wrote. Right? Then look at B. What are the elements? You have to write B. 1, 4, 7, 9, 10. 1, 4 we wrote. 7 also wrote. 9, 10. Right? Okay. Right. Then another few elements we have to note. No? What? How many? All 10 elements we have to write inside the universal set. But look at what are the other elements you didn't write. 1, 2 already we wrote. 3 didn't write. No? So where you have to write the 3? Outside the circles of A and B. Right? මේ වගේ පිට මෙන්න මෙහි 3 තියෙනවා. 4 also I have to write 5. 6, 7, 8 you have to write outside. Right? Now look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? Now I mark all elements using the set Venn diagram. Right. Are you clear that part also? ඒ ටිකත් clear ද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට?